I have a statement that I would like to make today. We all have a place in line. We just don't know where. We all have a place in line, but we just don't know where that place is. And somebody may say, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Well, as I think about how I've been talking to a lot of people over the last 2 weeks, and something that's been in common with the people that I've been talking to, everybody has talked about how they've been losing people very close to them. One lady told me between May and between August, she lost over 20 people that she knows, one being her best friend. But she said between those months, 20 people that she knew died. They're gone from this world. I met another lady who said 1 week her dad died, the next week her auntie died. I met a gentleman that told me, hey, it just seems like people that's been very close to me that I know they've been dying left and right. Another lady told me she's been to 4 funerals because she says she lost loved ones back to back. And that's probably all of us, if we tell the truth. It was a season where a lot of my loved ones was leaving back to back. I want you to think about your life. And I want you to think. And the reality of the matter is that when me and one of the ladies was having a conversation, one thing for certain that was said, we all have a place in line. And everyone who's left this world and everyone that's going to leave this world has a place in line. Everybody has a place in line to leave this temporary world, whether they want to or not, whether you want to or not. When I think about what it says in Hebrews chapter 9:27, when it says that each person is destined to die once, then judgment. It says each person is destined to die once, then judgment. Everybody has a time that they're going to have to exit this world, whether they want to or whether they don't. We all are in line. And it's just that some people are in front of the line, some people are in the middle of the line, and some people are in the back of the line. But what's going to happen when that time comes where we all reach the front of the line? Just like people that we know, people we don't know, celebrities that we hear about that's gone from this world. Each person had a time. Like it says in the word, each person is destined to die once. Destined to die once. And the question becomes, who's next? That's for me. That's for my family. That's for my friends, my co-workers, the same way that it is for you, your family, your friends, your co-workers. See, when you think about the world that we live in, it's a line. Whether you go to the bank, it's a line. A grocery store, it's a line. A convenience store, it's a line. Whether you already got it on your phone and you just say, I'm going to go through, it's a line. Whether you go to that concert, that basketball game, that football game, you go to the carnival, you go to your state fair, it's a line. And somewhere we fall in that line. And some of us, we're going to be in front of that line, in the middle of the line, or behind the line. But we all have a time. We're going to be in that line. So what are you doing on today to prepare yourself to know I'm in the line and I may be the very next person coming up in the line? See, in this world that we live in, it's billions and billions of people. And it says that over thousands and thousands of people die every day. Thousands of people die every day. Don't know how true it is, but that is what Google says. that thousands of people die every day. So if thousands and thousands and thousands of people are leaving this world every day, not in a month, not in a week, not in a year, but if thousands of people leave this world every day, don't you think that one day our number is going to be called? One day, whether we want it or not. What is it that you need to make right? What is it that you need to get right? Because you know that you're in the line. You know it. We all know it. What is it, that grudge that you need to let go? What is it that you may be holding on that you need to let go? Who is it that you need to forgive, that you need to let go? Is it bitterness in your heart that you need to let go? See, instead of tearing down one another, shouldn't we be building up one another? If we know that every person is destined to die once, shouldn't we be loving one another instead of hating one another? I want you to think about it now. See, that person that you was rude to, that person that you was nasty to, I want you to think about this. If you knew for a fact, if that person had a date on their forehead, I want you to think about how this world would be and would you treat people differently if you knew for sure the date and the time that they was going to leave this world. See, that person at the grocery store that you got smart with, would you would have still got smart with her if you knew she was about to leave this world? Your mate, would you be nasty with them? Your kids, would you still talk crazy to them? Would you still cuss them out if you knew when they was going to leave this world? Would you still be acting a fool and living any kind of way if you knew the time that you was going to leave this world? And the thing about the Lord, he give us all an opportunity to get things right before we leave this world. Are you taking advantage of an opportunity that's given to get your life together, to make things right before you leave this world? Because we're all destined to leave this world, whether we want to or not. This temporary world, it will be an ending to the temporary world. And then we're off into the eternal world. It's a line, whether we're going the narrow way or the broad way. The narrow way is heaven's way, and the broad way is hell's way. Either way, it's a line, and we're in that line. And a time is going to come for every last one of us when that line is going to come to an end. And it's going to happen that every last one of us, we're going to make it to the front of that line. Somebody day is today. Somebody time will be tonight. Yours may be next year, next week, next month. But are you going to be ready when that time comes? Because we're all in line. And sometimes the question becomes, who's next in line between my loved ones, your friends, your mate, your child? Who's next? And do we need to do better by them? Do we need to do better by the Lord and start lifting up him, start glorifying him, start totally living for him, start being sold out for him? What is it on today that you need to start doing better by him? What is it that you need to get right? So just know on today that we're all in line, and we all got a place in line. We just don't know where. Just like me, just like you, just like loved ones. Some are in the front, some are in the middle, some are in the back. But eventually, the line is going to come to an end, and eventually, we all are going to make it to the front of the line, whether we want to or not. But are you going to be ready when you're called in front of the line? And that's what it's about, making sure you're ready when your number is called. Making sure you're ready when your ticket is called. Are you going to be ready? And you go to the Lord and you say, Lord, I want to be ready when my number is called. Lord, I can't keep doing the same things I used to do. I need to start doing something new. Right now, Lord, I got to cut out anything that don't represent you. We want to be right and we want to be pleasing in God's sight. So let's go to the Lord. Let's seek him and have a true relationship with him so we can truly know when that time comes, we forever get to live with him when we're greeted by him. So always remember my closing. Self-examination is the best examination. And Jesus Christ is Lord and he's all we have. Have a great rest of the day.